Enoch Screw, give me a fact. Gotta go quick.
The OnStar thing.
What about the OnStar thing? How does that deal with freedom, order, or equality?
Violating your
Freedom by trying to implement order.
Trying to implement, okay, how's it trying to implement order?
Telling you how fast you can go or shutting down your car.
Shutting down your car if you've
Violating something.
if you violated law. What are you doing when they're shutting down your car?
Driving. Or
Just-
what?
Yeah, what are you doing when they're shutting down your car? What specifically are you doing? Why would they shut it down?
speeding
Pursuit.
High pursuit, that's what I'm looking for. Be specific. Matt Screw, give me a fact.
We talked about how the kids had, in the school,
The 3 kids in the school?
that they had to stand up during the Pledge of Allegiance.
The kids that had to stand up, okay, what does that have to do with freedom, order, or equality?
Well, they didn't know if they were gonna have to be forced to stand up or not.
What was the
Because they-
problem? Why didn't
Because
they
they
want
were
to?
from another religion.
What was the religion? 5,
What?
4, 3.
Witness.
What was the religion? 2.
Mormons.
Mormons. Were they Mormons?
No.
No, they weren't Mormons. I'm sorry. We gotta throw y'all out. What were they?
Jehovah's
Jehovah's Witnesses. I think you said it actually. Angela's group, give me a fact.
That it was really about property,
What's really about property?
the statement of freedom, liberty, thing that you told us to focus on.
Freedom, liberty, and what? I don't even know what to
Life,
say to
liberty,
that.
and the pursuit of happiness.
What's this now?
It was really about property.
What was? What's the phrase? I didn't hear it. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Where's that phrase from? From the Declaration of Independence. And you're saying that it really deals with what?
Property.
Property. Which part of that?
The pursuit of happiness.
The pursuit of happiness deals with property. So the government was trying to maintain.
That people could own property and control their property.
So the government was trying to maintain
Order.
order. Thank you. Leaders group, give me a fact.
Catholic, the Catholic teacher she got pregnant, not equality. She got pregnant, but she got fired. Where it had been like a male, and he got somebody else pregnant.
Catholic teacher got pregnant. What did she not do when she got pregnant?
She didn't get married.
She didn't get married, and you're saying that she was denied equality because a male would not have been fired more than likely. I can go with that. Enoch's group, give me a fact. Gotta go.
Eminent domain.
What about eminent domain?
How the government can seize your lands if it's for the good of, or good of.
So the government just takes your land and that's it.
Only for the good of the majority.
So they'll take the land for the good of the majority, a public purpose, but they just take it from you. They buy it from you. They buy it for what a reasonable person would be willing to pay. What does it have to do with freedom, order, and equality?
It could impede your freedom or your equality if you're a victim of this for the sake of order for the government.
For the sake of order, by them taking this from you. I can go with that. Angela's group, go.
How the 3/5 compromise.
What about What about the 3/5 compromise?
Well, it had to do with equality, stating that slaves weren't equal to a person.
Slaves were equal to 3/5 of a person? Absolutely. Go ahead. What's that?
I thought this was about art.
It can be from anything. It's okay. Go ahead.
We have the polygamy,
What about polygamy?
the right to your religion.
What is polygamy?
Having more than one spouse.
Polygamy is the idea that you can have more than one spouse, and is it legal?
No.
It is not.
What religion did this affect? It affected the Mormons. So how does this deal with freedom, order, and equality?
We're
There's also
supposed to
freedom
have
of
the right to our
religion.
religion.
Loss of freedom of religion, Jonathan, you started to say equality. Not all religions are being the same because this one's being violated. Go ahead, give me a fact. Enoch's group.
Daniel Shays, when his farm was getting foreclosed by the bank, and then George Washington came to fight him to promote order because he was shooting.
You know, actually, I can take that. That's not exactly where I would have gone, but yeah, I can totally take that. Angela's group, go.
Articles of Confederation.
What about the Articles of Confederation?
It's a perfect example of order when we were trying to establish a new government.
Is it a perfect example of order?
Well, it was when they were trying to establish a government and it didn't work out.
So is it really a perfect example of
Well,
order?
it's not a good example of order then, but it's still an attempt at creating an established order.
Absolutely. It would be an example of an attempt to create order and how it failed, which led to the Constitution. Go ahead, go.
The whole Catholic priest incident in jail.
What about the Catholic priest incident in the jail?
With-
What happened with the Catholic priest incident in the jail?
A man confessed to the triple murder.
Okay, the guy confessed to a Catholic priest in jail to a triple murder. Go
And
ahead.
it was recorded, and that was
Considered being used as evidence.
yeah.
Okay, so can you use it as evidence?
No.
Did we say that you couldn't use it as evidence? 5, 4, Anybody?
We
Group.
were kind of split decision in the class because some people thought that we could use it because they didn't tell them or they didn't know,
Right?
and it was there. It was in the prison. So
That's true. So what ultimately
wasn't
happened in Oregon?
in a church, so they feel like it wasn't.
Okay. So what happened in the Oregon case? Were they allowed to use it or not?
No,
They weren't allowed to use it.
no,
Go ahead.
no,
because
because freedom of
It
religion.
was also because all the other religions saw that.
If
the
you're attacking one
police-
religion, you're attacking all the other.
That's true. Oh, let me open this up. Are they right?
No.
What was the ruling in Oregon? Did they say that they couldn't use it?
You could use it.
They said that they could use it. We might knock out two groups on this one. Go ahead, Angela. What did we say?
It was admissible because
It was or wasn't?
They weren't allowed to use it because they were violating his rights, the prisoner's rights.
Did we say that? Did we say that? Go ahead, Enoch.
It wasn't allowed to use because it said if it happens to it wasn't really him with the church said if it happens to the church, it will happen to all the other churches.
Now that's true, but what did the law say on this? The law, we didn't really get a pronouncement. If you remember, they decided not to use this because they had gotten other evidence, which actually is not what y'all just said. So y'all are out. Alina's group. Enoch's group. Give me a fact. 5.
1808.
What about 1808? 4.
Trying to establish equality, but
They tried to establish equality in 1808.
no.
Oh, this is going to be
They used
good.
the 20 years.
Zoom in on this one. Go ahead.
They had tried to establish equality over the 20-year period, and after that,
They were trying to use order
they
to
were trying to
abolish
ratify
this, to abolish slavery by abolishing the slave trade.
In 1808.
Yes, so they were in a way,
No.
through those 20
No, I'm
years
sorry.
up to 1808.
Okay.
20 years up into 1808, they were trying to abolish the slave trade.
And that has to do with order.
Using
it
order.
has to do more with freedom, but they try to use order to establish.
They had
Enoch, you're in the group. Go ahead. 5.
What it had something to do was the power the state had was when it came to party of like 5 slaves to 3.
Okay, I need one answer from y'all and y'all get it. No, one answer from y'all and y'all get it.
Okay. We had the case that the people that were allowed to get their record clean of a felony by doing.
Talk to me about that. What's that dealing with?
That's dealing where they're trying to like give people another chance.
So what was the trick on this? What was the story? What was the state doing?
The state was trying to like clean their record in return for good service and trying to get young people back into society.
And what would this do?
This is an
For the
example.
people.
Oh, for the people?
Yeah.
Oh, give them another chance and give them like a better opportunities and give
What
them
opportunities?
They were trying to
For
balance
jobs.
order with equality.
Jobs. Okay, so basically, if you gave them a chance to wipe off the mistake, then they would clear their record. They could get jobs. They could get education benefits. They could even join the military.
Yeah.
Write down your names on a piece of paper and write +4 on there. Y'all said what was factually right, but it really didn't have to do with freedom, order, or equality. That's the thing. You really were going to have to really, I don't know, really.